Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Nink, and welcome back to the Ninkolegy podcast. We have my co-host here and a guest.
I am SoulFoxie, the co-host of the Ninkolegy podcast, and our guest here is HisBlood77. Please introduce yourself.
Ten
Great
out,
introduction, man.
10 out of 10. Encore.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. So, you Twitch. Yes.
What's up?
You do Twitch, right? You stream?
Yes, I do.
So, like, what got you into that?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember how I got into that. I think the idea came for like wanting to maybe like do something more. I heard like people could like make a profit out of it, so I'm like, let's try something. Let's see
See if it
how this
works.
goes. See if I like, I could like do some charity stuff or like figure out some other stuff. Plus, I see my roommate stream, and I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Why not?
Yeah. I started streaming because it sounded like fun. It's pretty much the same reason I started recording. But streaming is pretty hard, a lot harder than it is to
Oh gosh,
just normally
yeah,
record. Much more elaborate.
I mean, I've
yeah,
only
kind of
streamed
like
twice.
kind of like talking to people too. So it's like having a community to do that. It's kind of fun, but I don't really have much as of right now. But it'll probably go up at some point.
Yep.
So, have you guys really talked to each other at all? Like you and Mr. Nink?
No, not really.
Actually, I don't think I actually know him. Who are you?
He's my younger brother, for clarification.
Oh, okay, got you.
We each have separate YouTube channels, but this is sort of our conjoined channel, the Ninkolegy
Nice.
podcast.
Yeah, I have like almost 3,000 subscribers. He has like 300.
Oh, you have 3,000 subscribers?
Yeah,
Nice. Must have taken a lot of work.
a little bit.
And to think I've been doing YouTube for a full year longer than he has.
Crazy. Did you get like a viral video or something?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It has, like, what, 40K views?
Yeah, that's over half of how many views overall I have.
Crazy.
So, like, what do you mainly stream?
Right now it's kind of, I've been streaming a lot of Genshin Impact. I've been just dabbling into that new game. It's really fun, actually.
Agreeable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I do a little bit of randomizers. I'll do a little bit of League of Legends.
I know
And
you've done
sometimes-
Ocarina of Time randomizers, but do you do any other things aside from that?
I've
Like
done
any
a
other
Link-
randomizers?
I've done a Link to the Past randomizer once, but I haven't gotten back into it.
I see.
Are there any other games you would like to stream?
I've streamed a bit of Toho as well.
I told you that he streamed Star Ocean a couple times.
Star Ocean, yes, I did a little bit of Star Ocean.
You really seem to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, that's a fun game.
Yeah, those types of games are really fun.
I saw in
yeah.
your Discord that apparently a long time ago, you streamed Super Mario RPG.
Oh yes. I did oh gosh, I did like a hard mode hack type of that game.
Yeah.
I tried Super Mario RPG Revolution, then I tried out Super Mario RPG Armageddon, which was pretty insane to be honest with you.
The only clips I saw were of the Armageddon, because that's where I saw it, and it was the clips.
I
didn't see anything for Revolution. It was just one clip of or not one clip, but two clips of Armageddon.
Oh
One,
yeah.
one was when you beat it, and one was I don't know when it was at, but it was another clip. I think maybe it was like near the beginning.
Was it Jinx?
I don't know, maybe.
Ah.
I can go check real quick.
Oh, it's all good.
Well, I'm not the one recording, so he is.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Uh, let me see clips. Yeah, it's Jinx.
Jinx, that one was Super Mario RPG Revolution.
Okay.
That was oh gosh, I remember.
Way back in April of this year.
Yeah, because like, he had a specific attack. I think it was called Bombs Away. Like in the normal version, he usually only does it like once, and I don't think he does it twice. But he did it like twice. Actually, he did it 3 times, and I was like, oh gosh, Bombs Away, and it's like usually typically like a one-hit KO. So it was like, okay, that's expected. Okay, oh god, a second one, and then I'm like, oh gosh, is this really gonna go? And then I saw the third cast, and I was like, oh god, and it somehow missed. I'm like, what? And then he eventually killed me off, and I'm like, ah.
I only whenever I played through just like the normal Super Mario RPG, and even that was on an emulator, I only
Mhm.
played through I believe half the game, but it was
Half-
still really fun.
Gosh,
Like half the game is in like half of like the map, even if it wasn't actually what would be considered like the halfway.
oh,
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, my phone just. I accidentally pressed the call on my phone and it
oh,
kicked me.
rip.
Why were you in the call on your phone?
Just looking at the script.
Oh,
But okay then. Should I go on with my train of thought?
Yes.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay then, good. As I was saying, I only got about halfway through the game, on the map, and it was like just after Booster's Tower, something
oh
around there.
yeah, I remember that.
The only Super Mario game I've played is Super Mario Brothers 3.
That's it. You've only played one Mario game, really?
Yeah.
How have you not played any of the others?
Not sure.
That's interesting. What were you mostly like PlayStation player back growing up?
No,
He's only
Nintendo boy.
13.
Nintendo boy, right here.
You never really played much Mario. That's interesting.
He's into those obscure titles.
Ah, okay, I see.
Jokes aside, I don't know entirely what he's into.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon, yes,
Pokemon
I
more
love
so.
Pokemon.
Plays
I,
Pokemon Go all day.
Pokemon Gold. Oh gosh, the classics are the best.
The classics, as in the 5-year-old game.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's actually probably when I started playing it. 5 years
So,
old.
so we already established essentially why you stream, but
Mhm.
how come you don't do YouTube as well? Or like, why did you choose to do YouTube instead of streaming? And if you do YouTube and I just don't know about it, how come you haven't mentioned it yet?
I have a YouTube account, but that was like made long ago. Plus, I don't think I'd make good quality YouTube videos because I'm not good at video.
Would you
Not really good
stream
at video
on?
editing.
You
On
could.
YouTube?
Yeah, you could stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just watch videos on YouTube. I'll just like
Mind you, it is a
if
little
I
bit
did upload like
confusing
some of my
to
streams on
stream.
YouTube or something, I'd probably like do it in a way to where I don't
You
know.
you could always just rename your channel to like His Blood VOD,
Yeah.
or like you could like change your channel name to His Blood Highlights, something like that.
I could. Yeah, I kind of do like a variety of stuff. I put some real life stuff in my YouTube channel and then I don't know. I might put some other stuff in there. I'm just not sure what to really do with it. You know.
Last time I did a real life vlog was probably 2017.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. My last video I did was just playing a certain song on the piano.
I tried to get into piano.
So
That did not work out.
you play the piano
Yeah.
and the bass.
Yes. I played piano practically all my life, off and on, for the most part. And bass, I actually kind of just recently got into like last year or so.
Currently, the only instrument I play is the guitar.
Guitar,
Yeah.
Are those any different at all in terms of like learning them?
I think bass is supposedly easier to figure out, but it's harder to master. Whilst guitar is, I think, harder to learn, but easier to master, I think, from what I'm hearing.
It is hard to learn guitar.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but then once you get the hang of it, you can start shredding, right?
Is that
Right.
because of the fact that bass has a lower tone?
But yeah, bass has a lower tone. You're really only playing like a lot of other notes. But like in terms of mastery over the strings, the fret scales are larger, and then there's a lot more navigation to the bass if you're wanting to like do like bass jazz lines. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't even do that yet. I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But in terms of your keyboard, like what type of songs do you often play? Like what types of pieces?
I'll play a lot of like the classic video games. I've been playing a lot of the Toho songs. That's hard to do. I mean, I just do it in my own way, and then I'll just make up some melodies that sometimes I get in my head, and then I'll play a little bit of some worship songs too, for the most part.
Okay. So on like the sort of topic of like musical instruments and such, like what are your tastes? Like, do you just listen to stuff involving bass and keyboard, or do you like other types of music?
I just kind of listen to stuff. Typically, I like in terms of genres and stuff. I like obviously I like game music and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm into
yeah.
the 70s and 80s a little bit. Um, and then Christian genre. And I also kind of like a little bit of the techno genre too, like not technically dubstep, more along the lines of the techno.
Yeah, I enjoy a bit of techno music.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has to be by certain artists for me to like it.
Same, yeah.
Techno music gives me a headache, so no.
I just like I have like an actual electric keyboard and it has like some cool like techno-y sounds, and they sound cool, so I kind of like that.
Both my keyboards are
I
broken.
like my own style typically better.
I prefer like remixes a lot more than I do like flat out techno music. Which is why when I listen to like just actual techno music, I feel like it has to be by a certain artist, otherwise I'm not gonna enjoy it.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And that's why like I listen to just a lot more normal electronic music when I do listen to certain artists. So yeah.
Nice.
So you said you listen to Christian songs as well, right?
Yeah.
And so like you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Nink here is a Christian too.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So like why did you convert to Christianity?
Well, I don't mind saying it, but my my family used to like go to church a while back, and wasn't entirely that much into the church scene. I was just kind of a little kid, teenager, and stuff. But then after that, I grew up a little bit, and my dad passed away when I was like 21 years old. No, 20. I can't remember how old I was, to be honest with you.
Between adult and 18. Let's go with that.
Something like that. But anyways, that kind of caused me to like rethink my life a bit because, well, obviously because,
What does one do now?
yeah, exactly. And it kind of, my best friend invited me to his church, and I kind of just decided I need to go back to church, and it was a completely different atmosphere. It was like, you know, people who actually seemed like they genuinely wanted to know God. I'm like, man, I want that. And then, I started going, and 2 months down the road, after my dad's death, I just kind of like, I don't know, like went to this one encounter, and we were getting prayed over and stuff, and then a lot of people were like getting touched by God, and I'm like, all right, it comes down to me, and then all of a sudden, nothing happens, and I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know, I actually took a bold action of me to, like, actually become a Christian in my own sense. Like, I had to, like, just kind of like declare out of my own mouth and just declare like through action, saying, I'm not going to take any more like embarrassment or like judgment from people or anything like that. And I knelt down at the cross and just kind of like started screaming for 1 minute. I know it's like almost like obviously if that happened nowadays, people would think you're a lunatic or something. I'm like, what? But it's like that's what I did. I just kind of like screamed because, I mean, if you really think about it, I was unsure of what I wanted to do. After my dad died, it came as a shock, and then like not even a minute later, like God came to my life, just kind of turned me completely around. I started trying new foods, and the grief over my dad was just kind of like completely instantly gone. It really was, because it's like I no longer grieved my dad, and it was weird because while my family was still grieving, I was supposedly like having the time of my life, to be honest with you. And it's not to say that it's like I miss my dad, but I just no longer grieved for him, really. You know what I mean? I moved on.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
yeah, and I don't know. It's just my life just kind of got better. I mean, there's hardships when it comes to the Christian walk, but I think you get a more positive outlook on life when you learn to know God. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, that's kind of my story.
yeah. I won't lie, I'm no Christian. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't see me swearing as much as I do in your streams.
Oh, that's all good.
Like literally, your streams are set to no swear, but I still
uh,
swear in them anyway.
I think some swears I have allowed, but not too many.
Yeah,
I just really like too much swearing. It's mostly just the f bombs I hate, and you know what I mean. I just
yeah,
don't
but
like him.
as I do visit my brother's house, I know for a fact that just swearing itself is against the Christian religion.
I honestly, I'm gonna say it outright. Sometimes I catch myself swearing behind closed doors. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not someone who has it completely all together. Most people think like
Sometimes
most
you just slip up.
exactly. Most people think like, well, if you're a Christian, you have to have it all together. No, not really. You
Find that in
just
the Bible and tell me, alright?
Where is it? My Bible's across the room. I have a Bible. I was given one, but I'll read it.
like, yeah, you really don't have to have it all together, because when I became a Christian, I didn't have it all together.
That's typically how people are when they do become one. They
Yeah,
become one because they weren't together.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Or they're
I'm not
either
even a
born into
Christian,
it.
and I know that.
Yeah, yeah, it can get confusing. I don't sometimes. I don't know everything
I don't think anyone knows everything.
either.
So like back to like the whole Twitch and sort of stuff. Like aside from the games that we talked about before, what are like your gaming interests? Like what other games are you interested in that you either have played and just haven't streamed or haven't played and are interested in like getting?
I wanted to try and get into Dark Souls because I never actually played the Dark Souls series.
Does that include Bloodborne and Sekiro as well, or are you just talking about the actual Blood Souls trilogy?
I think just the Dark Souls trilogy. I don't know. I don't know if it's like, but I'm not sure if I should follow it chronologically or just what I mean.
Yeah. I know Bloodborne is extremely similar. I've played it. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have all of them. Like
Oh yeah.
like well, but I don't think I have a way to play Dark Souls 1 or 2. But my older brother owns Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and I have Sekiro. I bought a physical copy of Sekiro because I knew if I bought a virtual copy just for myself to play on Steam, he'd throw a hissy fit because he is a 23-year-old man child.
23-year-old man child. I feel like I'm slightly a man child too. I don't know. Just slightly. I'm more like a man teenager, if anything.
Yeah. I believe at one point we had a way to play Dark Souls 1, but I think that was just free on the PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
Store for a short period of time. And like, those games that come and then go, like, hey, okay, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
bye.
And then
Yeah.
mostly some retro games too, like some older Super Nintendo. I played like Final Fantasy 5, 6. Played 9, 10.
I
Stuff like
played
that. I'm
Final
more.
Fantasy 3.
Oh gosh, the third one is like the third one, as in the actual third one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one. Okay, I tried playing it. I couldn't really get myself into it.
You know that I'm looking forward to getting Just Shapes and Beats Blood.
Oh, that was a great game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's very quick though in terms of story.
yeah, I told my aunt that that I want it for Christmas,
Uh, do you have a Switch?
along with the soundtrack. And no, not the Switch.
Oh, for Steam.
Yeah, for Steam.
Ah, nice, nice.
I want the bundle pack, of course.
Oh, I didn't
So
get
why
that.
wouldn't I get it on Steam?
Yeah, I didn't get the bundle.
I also I didn't tell her this
Oh
yet.
yeah,
I'll probably tell her it after the podcast, but I also want Cadence of
that's like a
Hyrule
techno
on
section
Switch.
I like from Shapes and Beats. They basically do a lot of techno stuff in there.
Yeah, I also want Cadence of Hyrule, which is a
Oh
spin-off of like Crypt
yes,
of the
is that on
Necrodancer.
Steam?
I don't think it is. I think it's
What
something
is it?
that's
It's
on
like
Switch.
it's a fan made game or something.
I don't think it's fan made.
You don't think? It looks interesting to be honest with you.
It's like Crypt of the Necrodancer meets Link Link
Yeah,
a Link
I
of
never played
Past.
that either.
It's on the Switch.
Is it interesting?
Yeah, I think it was made back in like 2018 or something.
Interesting. Huh.
But yeah. And well, I haven't mentioned it yet. I'll probably mention it after the podcast.
Huh.
But it looks really good.
Oh yeah, the cadence. Yeah, it does. It does look pretty sweet. Yeah, it might be something I might try sometime, but I'm not sure right now. I like to like play a specific game for like a good while, and then when I get bored of it, I'll play something else. I usually don't like switch back and forth as much.
Hmm. I understand. Any games you're looking at currently, Mr. Nink?
Uh, um, Not really, no.
Man,
Maybe like a better game on the Switch or something.
a better game.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
I know
I
a
guess
game that
less
you,
expensive.
okay, less expensive. I know a game that you could get on the Switch
Which
that
is?
is a limited time game.
Which is?
Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm kidding.
Oh
It'd be nice to play that, but
Yeah, I'm
Switch.
talking about 3D All Stars.
Oh yeah, you can just play them on emulators. Well,
Yeah,
except
yeah, but
maybe.
he has a laptop. He doesn't have a desktop. I mean,
Uh,
it's a powerful laptop. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's powerful enough to run. I don't think it's powerful enough to run Dolphin.
really, Dolphin? I'm
Yeah,
pretty you got. I think you got to think that GameCube graphics are like,
yeah, but it has Galaxy in it as well.
oh, Galaxy.
Plus, plus,
Well,
plus he doesn't have a Wii, so he'd have to buy a
honestly,
Wiimote,
honestly, I
a
think Galaxy
nunchuck,
might just
and
require Wi-Fi.
also a USB connected sensor bar.
my word.
If he wanted to use an emulator for Dolphin, he'd have to buy specifically a USB connected sensor bar because typically sensor bars aren't USB connected. They're usually specifically for the Wii designed model.
Sure, what the GPU required to run Super Mario Galaxy.
I mean, debatably, he might be able to play just Super Mario Sunshine
Oh yeah, easily he'll be able to play Sunshine.
because like that was very early into the life, and that's obviously GameCube. But and like Project 64 plays like earlier stuff,
Yeah.
64 games, but
Oh, one of my favorite
Wii
ones
games are a lot
for the
bigger.
GameCube was Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh, that'd be nice for like a Halloween stream, but I don't have a Dolphin emulator, and
I
plus
feel like I feel like playing Luigi's Mansion for Halloween streams is a lot more interesting on the PAL version because the PAL version is so much different.
what's the PAL version of it?
The PAL version varies a lot from the US version,
Really,
especially in the Boolossus fight.
really, what's
Yeah.
different?
More specifically, it varies a lot in the Boolossus second second playthrough of it. So if you do a new game plus and you get to the Boolossus fight, you're actually gonna be well, I believe it's the second fight. You may just have to be playing through it normally. Uh, but regardless of whether or not it's the first playthrough of the game or not, in the
The PAL
Boolossus
version
fight,
is the European one, right?
yeah, the European one. In the PAL version, regardless of whether or not it's the first time you play through the game, I can't remember if it has to be the second one or not. But instead of just normally fighting Boolossus, you will be riding on the Poltergust, like
What?
trying to. Yeah, you'll be riding on it. You can look this up if you want. Like you can look up Boolossus PAL fight.
And I'm lost in what you guys are talking about.
I am looking this up right now. Hold on.
Like here, Boolossus, Luigi's Mansion, PAL.
Wait, Hidden Mansion boss defensive? Is it just the Hidden Mansion?
Yeah, it's in the Hidden Mansion. So it is on the second playthrough then, if it says Hidden Mansion. But like you'll be writing your pack like the Poltergust.
Send it to me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Looks like Luigi's Mansion 3 can fight Boolossus as a secret boss. That's interesting.
I'm trying to find like something on Google image search. that's viable.
You sure it's not a beta version of it?
No, it was in the actual one.
Hmm.
It was in the actual one, but only in the PAL version.
Luigi's Mansion.
It was in the actual one, only in the PAL version, and I believe only on in the hidden mansion, aka only when you go to replay the game.
I'm not seeing anything different though with the fights though.
Here, let me try to find a YouTube video. Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's hit hidden mansion. Who lost us fight?
Because I'm looking that up too. I'm not seeing anything different.
Yeah, it came up PAL version, or rather PAL hidden mansion boss differences.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up, but it looks exactly
But
the same.
yeah, but this is for all the boss differences. Let me skip to Bulossus. Okay, mute there. Because I don't want that to
Yeah, it's the same
appear.
thing.
Speed up, please.
It's the same exact thing. I don't see that why there's a difference. Third boss, Luigi rides on the poltergeist. What? It's. Oh, I guess I'm kind of seeing it slightly, but. Oh yeah, I kind of see it slightly, but it's still the same fight. That's weird.
I'm still lost.
Oh yeah, he is riding on it. Interesting. It's still the same fight though, so.
So I guess it's less of an actual mechanic and more of an Easter egg, I guess.
Huh.
I could have sworn it was as an actual mechanic, and as in like incorporated into the fight.
I know there's some games like different, like
I think it was.
from different regions.
I think it was an actual mechanic they had for a boss fight. That probably was in the beta. Then I can't just remember what it was, like in terms of like what it was fully incorporated as in the beta. And they probably didn't remove the animation, and that's what it was. But it can probably be considered an Easter egg to that now,
Mm-hmm.
because it's obviously still there. That writing animation.
Gotcha.
But yeah, at least we figured that out after like 5 minutes of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lost the entire time.
Because you couldn't budge from whatever it is you're recording. So
there is a beta version of Luigi's Mansion when you get a game over, and it's actually very strange. Very
yeah,
strange. Have you seen it?
I haven't like personally bothered to look at it in terms of like what it is, but I know it's like him sulking outside of the like mansion, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like kind of makes it look creepy too. It's so weird.
Yeah, he has like hollowed out white eyes, doesn't he?
I know. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
I think
weird.
I think I might have seen it once a while back, like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I don't know if it was that long ago, but still. Yeah. So like back to a couple of topics, just so that we can like get this thing back in order. What do you like think about the Twitch scene? After all, you are a part of it.
Uh, so out of curiosity, what is the Twitch scene? Is it a specific category?
No,
Just Twitch
just
in general, I guess.
yeah.
Oh, duh. Okay. Honestly, there's a lot of cool people on there. To be honest with you, there's some good people. Like I know, like GS Sphere. He's a cool dude. I watch him from time to time.
I guess you can call a general thing or a generality of the Twitch scene is all of the different major categories and subcategories of Twitch.
Oh, I think it's I think it's pretty nice, to be honest with you. I think.
So like the different communities, you could say.
Yeah, it's a lot of interesting people, a lot of uniqueness, and it's a lot of interesting people and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if there wasn't, kind of wouldn't be a platform.
I know exactly.
So I'm not sure if either of you two knew this, but before Twitch was a gaming platform, like a gaming streaming platform. It was
Alright.
it was a vlogging streaming platform called Justin
Vlogging?
TV.
For TV.
Yeah, it was called Justin TV.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
weird.
for TV, but it was called Justin TV.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Yeah, it
Huh.
was focused on vlogging.
Huh.
But when like the gaming part, but when like people were getting so popular for gaming on it, they decided to rebrand themselves as Twitch, and just like completely turn themselves into Twitch. You know?
It kind of takes on a new form of watching your brother or buddy play video games.
Yeah. And you know what I find funny, and I've already told Mr. Nink this, is that people used to get like paid, like after having gotten affiliate and stuff, for doing like sleeping streams.
Oh gosh, I remember this. Maybe I should fall asleep on one of my streams. I'm kidding.
I don't know if you can do it anymore.
Oh yeah.
I know that there was a point when you could, like I know there was a point
I
when you
think that
could
they
do it.
banned it. I think they.
No, they did ban it, but then there was like a point where like they
Um,
might, when like they released it, and now it's like kind of in a and now it's like in a point where no one quite knows about whether or not you can or can't.
oh yeah. It's just so funny.
Or
Like,
at least I don't know whether you can or can't. I don't know. There's probably someone out there who knows.
there was this. I remember watching this one. I think I watched it on YouTube or something. And this one guy,
And
I can't remember what game he was playing.
and
And
I,
I
and
thought
go ahead.
I think it was Majora's Mask or something like that. He just ended up falling asleep for like a good few hours, and then he suddenly like got so many follows and raids after that. It's hilarious. The entire time.
I
But
haven't spent enough time on Twitch to experience that.
but I find it funny because like Twitch started out as Justin TV, a mainly vlogging focused streaming service, and it rebranded to Twitch because gaming was so popular.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's Twitch, the vlogging is what's now popular on it. Like, what are they gonna do? Rebrand it to Justin TV again? Like, hey, we're changing it back because vlogging has gotten to be superior. It's just it's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And do you want to know where I learned about the fact that it used to be called Justin TV?
Where?
Another podcast.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, right now, currently, the most streaming thing right now on Twitch is just chatting.
Right. You know, I think if you try and stream actual TV shows, I think they disconnect your stream because I don't think it's allowed.
Yeah, that'd get you for copyright.
You know what's funny?
You can use songs.
You could abuse that. There have been, I think some people have like they would stream like certain sports, like maybe like wrestling or something, but be holding up a controller, just like pretending that they're actually playing the game.
Seems
and
pretty
it's
effective.
works. It's works sometimes. I just thought it's so funny how people would do that.
I mean, If it works, it works. But
Uh-huh.
you're gonna get your channel taken down if you do that too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why be a prick? Just make actual content.
Exactly. I mean, to get all the follows, why not?
It's all for the money.
All for the I'm only in it for the money. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it'd be nice.
Cancel.
I mean, it'd be nice, but
Blood exposed on podcast.
Mm-hmm. Oh dang, I've been exposed. Darn.
You
Oh,
exposed
we
your
got
blood.
him.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
This
This
was
is
the
the whole.
truth.
This is the whole point of the podcast. I'm trying to get
Yep,
you to confess.
Yep. You're under arrest.
To get you to out
Dang.
yourself.
You're under arrest, and you're now part of cancel culture.
You're the Twitch police.
Yep, that's us.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, so we'll ask you at least another topic or two before you go. So, what do you think of what's gonna happen to your channel in the future?
Oh gosh. You know, I really don't know. I'd like to be able to do more charity events and stuff like that, and I don't know, just
Of course, I mean everyone wants to do some good.
exactly. It's like
Unless
everyone
they're
wants
evil
to,
people.
everyone wants to make something of themselves on Twitch. You know, it's just I don't know. I kind of wanna. I don't have an entire vision in mind, but you know.
I have this friend who goes by Puzzlelist on Twitch, and literally ever since he started Twitch, I attended his first stream, and literally ever since he started Twitch, like his purpose for doing it has been nothing but a charity for the Trevor Project.
I've never heard of it. What is the Trevor Project?
From what I know, it's like for LGBTQ.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's like literally before he even started like doing his streams, he made sure to have everything in his setup, or at least as much as possible in his setup right, overlay and all that good stuff set up. So like he was probably more prepared than any first streamer
Oh wow.
was.
Oh, so he started streaming. He was one of the first streamers.
What do you mean?
This guy is one of the first streamers.
No, he wasn't one of the first streamers.
Oh. Okay.
No, I said I was there in his first stream.
Oh, okay, got you.
And like for his first stream, he was probably one of the most set up streamers that someone could have been during their first stream.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like there was probably maybe only like 2 or 3 things non-optional that may have been wrong, if even. And even then, I wouldn't have been able to point them out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think for my channel, I think I just kind of like want to make some new friends. I don't know, maybe just a lot of new friends. Just maybe create some good events, like some charity events, be able to help out, you know, and also just so I don't exactly game alone either, too. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
plus, it's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to do.
I mean, like, aren't we
You
planning on
get excited
collabing
when like a
eventually?
new person joins or when a friend you know joins. You know.
Well, I mean, aren't we planning on collabing eventually?
I think so.
I just have to get to adventure rank 15 on Genshin.
What rank are you right now?
I haven't got a chance to play yet.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm rank 8.
Rank 8. I am rank.
You're probably
28.
like a rank or 2 below me then, Elias.
I'm 28 right now.
Well, much higher than me.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like when you mentioned the topic of like what's gonna happen for your channel's future? Basically what everyone else is doing.
A huge can of hypothetical worms was opened when I asked that question.
Yeah, it's like basically what everyone else is doing. I mean, what else are you gonna do with it? You know what I mean? I know. I know what you mean, but yeah,
I know what I plan. I don't know what's gonna happen.
exactly. That's my outlook. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
No one can see into the future.
except me. I'm kidding.
Oh, in that case, what's gonna happen? Am I finally gonna
You're
get
gonna-
a girlfriend?
I'm sorry, that wish cannot be granted. That is far beyond my power.
Well, your power was seen into the future.
Mm,
It wasn't granting wishes.
yeah, that was far beyond my power. I'm sorry.
It says here, 2062 is when you'll get a girlfriend.
Okay, close enough.
Gets
There's the one
girlfriend.
169
Dies
when
5
they
minutes
together.
later.
Oh.
Oh, it's like bad. It's like bad, like Brian.
My make a wish is to have a girlfriend.
Oh gosh. It's like bad luck Brian. Wash his hands with 99.9% of percent hand soap. Gets killed by the 0.01%.
That 1% being every single virus in the world.
Just every virus packed into that one germ.
I know, right? Every freaking
The doctors have to wear a hazmat suits when they walk in.
Oh gosh.
How long have we been recording for?
About 46 minutes.
Okay then. Well,
That's twice
you have
as long
anything
as our
else?
other podcast video.
New job goes out of business the next day. Bad luck, bro. It's so old. It's such old meme. Here's one. Takes driving test. Gets first DUI.
But yeah, do you think we're at a good place to call it here, or do you have any more things to ask him, Mr. Nink?
I don't have anything to ask.
You haven't had anything to say this entire time. I have a small feeling that that's wrong.
Nah, I was just fascinated by your guys' conversation.
We've been friends for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was just sitting here listening.
And I'm the loud, obnoxious type. So.
I am not.
He's not.
I'm not.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
He's not the loud, obnoxious type.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was nice to have you here.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So, perhaps we'll bring you on the podcast another time.
Sure, love to.
You know, maybe have like a centered topic for you to like discuss with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So,
All right.